the Isle of Sgail, headquarters of the Ark Society. Founded by Janus in 1991, the Ark Society is the world's most exclusive club. Its plutocratic members fear the downfall of civilization, and they are willing to pay huge sums to ensure their own survival. Once a year, they gather here to shop the latest survival products and to showcase new initiatives and breakthroughs.
Right. These gatherings are shrouded in mystery, so we have limited intel on what to expect on the other side of the walls. The Washington twins are hosting their first annual gathering as chairwomen of the Ark Society, and the Constant is known to attend every year. Beyond that, you're on your own. Good luck, gentlemen. I dare say you're going to need it.
Won't you join us, sir? We were just about to begin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the annual gathering of the Ark Society. As Ark patrons, you are welcome to explore the castle grounds. However, certain areas are off limits, including the keep, which houses the members area, convention space, and council meeting. Should you wish to apply for Ark membership, please be aware that such cannot be bought, only earned. All set? Excellent. Follow me, please.
So, what do you think?
One kidding. This place is crazy.
Where are we? Not sure. Some old knightly stronghold. The architects use it all year round for ideation purposes, but tonight's the only time the rest of us get together. So, you decide on what to buy from the catalogue?
One of the bunkers, for sure, and I'm curious about the cryo facility.
I think you're gonna like it here, Logan.
A 7-digit tuition fee. Not better.
What else? Yes. Zoe Washington, one of our newly appointed chairwomen, has prepared a brand new official ceremony scheduled to take place in the upper courtyard. A stirring ode to rebirth and the enduring spirit of mankind. I believe that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy your evening. The bar is right up ahead.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
Well, well. I'd say we're off to a good start. Wait. Is that...
It sure is. Let me just one thing. Everything I need right now is my bike shit for you. You gotta make me believe that you're not just waiting for the best.
Okay, stop playing. I need the floor for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Archeans, can I have your attention, please? Now that everybody's here, we're ready to proceed. Please make your way to the upper courtyard. The ceremony is about to begin. Thank you.
not me this year, chasing tokens around like a sucker.
I don't know. Looks kind of fun. Like Final Club all over again. How does it work?
The tokens are hidden throughout the castle, you know, like out of reach places like the ramparts. And the first initiate to collect enough tokens undergoes a polygraph test with the chairwoman. If you're deemed worthy, you get promoted to ARC member.
I could do that.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Depends on your pain threshold, I guess. You see, Zoe Washington upped the stakes this year. Word is, she's brought an ECT device to the interview.
Wait, electroshock? But that's torture.
Some would call it therapeutic.
Wow, I knew the twins were hardcore, but this takes the cake. Count me out.
Already had.
Every year, aspiring ARC patrons compete in a treasure hunt to obtain membership status. The first initiate to collect enough tokens undergoes a private screening with Zoe Washington, which appears to involve a polygraph and electroshock device. I suggest you join the fray, 47. A private audience with one of our targets is just what we need.
Apologies, sir. This door is for initiates only. I'm sure you understand.
The old 3-bedroom suite that I purchased back in '08 when the plans for the Arctic shelter were first announced.
So is that the,
What's with that weird bird effigy?
The annual Phoenix ceremony. It symbolizes the collapse of civilization from which the Ark Society emerges unscathed and triumphant.
Ah, rebirth. I get it.
What's new is that the Master of Ceremonies will light the effigy on fire with Zoe Washington inside it.
Huh. A bit showy, wouldn't you say?
Hey, whatever sells.
Interesting. Zoe Washington is going to partake in a ceremony symbolizing the downfall of civilization from which the Ark Society will emerge unscathed. Apparently, a giant phoenix-shaped effigy is set on fire with Zoe inside it.
No reason to fret about it.
I suggest you locate this Master of Ceremonies who lights the fire for us. If this doesn't sound like an accident waiting to happen, I don't know what does.
tokens, they can't all be gone.
I think we've been there like 10 times.
I saw some suspicious activity over there. A guy taking pictures.
Remember that monkey pond that
You do it. Seriously, I'll pay you.
Me? You're the Master of Ceremonies.
I'm a multiple Tony award-winning playwright. And famously reclusive. It's part of my brand. I'll never go on the spot like this. Besides, I do chamber plays. No spectacle. What if people hate it? Shit, they're gonna hate it.
They won't hate it, Mr. Fenniger. It's just entertainment.
Entertainment? Good Lord, what have I done? How did I let her talk me into this?
Should I tell Miss Washington that you won't be going on stage? Everyone's waiting for you.
God, no. No, she frightens me. Just give me a moment to control my nerves.
All right, Mr. Penninger. Break a leg.
Excellent. The crowd was starting to get restless. Your peers are waiting by the stage, and the torch is ready by the money pit.
Let's watch it. Penninger. Thank Christ. Ready when you are.
This guy. Oh, it must be the MOC.
A handsome pledge. And yet, a drop in the ocean. Zoe Washington. The Ark Society recognizes you as our founder's rightful successor. Our inspiration, our guiding light. The custodian of our future.
Patrons of the Ark Society, you are part of a select, chosen few. Our founder, Jameis, showed us how to survive. But survival is not enough. We must live and we must soar. The Ark Society must not only commit itself to survival, but to progress, be it our next home in the stars or the next step in human evolution. This is the eternal purpose of the elite. Not just to lead, but to lead from the front. When the time comes and all comes tumbling down, when mankind retreats once more into caves of superstition, we will keep the fire alight. We will be the torchbearers, the trailblazers and pioneers. Do not feel guilty for your privilege. Be proud. Be fearless. For the future is ours to shape.
How are you today, sir?
Look at you, Finniger. All dressed to kill. Now, let's do this thing. Light her up.
As the world burns, we rise from its ashes. Not just to survive, but to live.
little exposition, isn't it?
Initiate, let's see those tokens. Congratulations, Initiate. Now the real trial begins. Hey, Miss Washington. An Initiate has completed the treasure hunt. Yeah, understood. Bringing him to the interrogation room now. So, you think you got what it takes, Initiate? Think you got the stomach for what comes next?
I can hold my own.
Is that so? You some kind of tough guy?
Tough is for amateurs.
Oh, Miss Washington's gonna have a field day with you.
Welcome, Initiate. Take a seat. Good. Now pay attention. This is a polygraph machine hooked up to an ECT device. That's short for electroconvulsive therapy, and I assure you it packs quite a punch. In a moment, Ms. Zoe Washington is going to ask you a series of questions, and I suggest you answer truthfully, or the machine will know. Is that clear?
Very.
Good man.
So, you made it this far, Initiate, but now the real test begins. Is the machine operational?
The ECT device is set to medium voltage. I don't recommend going higher than that. This setup is still largely untested.
Well, as long as the Initiate speaks the truth, we won't need to. Has my colleague explained the rules to you?
Exhaustively.
Good. Let's begin. And do not attempt to deceive me. First question. Are you the best in your field?
Yes.
True.
Very good. Now, are you willing to break the law if required?
Yes.
He's not lying.
I see. And can you keep a cool head under pressure?
Yes.
Checks out.
Interesting. Well, you're just perfect, aren't you? Maybe a little too perfect. Are you a reporter working for the liberal media?
Yes.
False.
Now, why would you lie when the truth plays in your favor? Do you think this is some kind of joke, Initiate? If so, trust me, you are sorely mistaken. Amp up the voltage.
Yes, Madam Chairwoman.
Now, let's try something else. Are you a follower of our late founder, Janus?
No.
True.
I see. Are you then loyal to Sophia and myself?
No.
He's not lying.
Loyal to no one, huh? Perhaps you would like to be chairman of the Ark Society, Initiate?
No.
Checks out.
You are fickle and self-serving, but a lone wolf can be useful. Congratulations, Initiate. You've passed the test. Follow me. So, you'll need to dress the part. Over there's your new set of robes. Wear them with pride. You're one of us now.
Congratulations, Initiate. Or should I say, ARC member.
Yep, you're one of us now. Welcome to the big leagues.
Nice. Suits you. Okay, time to join your peers. Follow me. As a fully fledged ARC member, you'll have special privileges. First offer on our top suites and bunkers, early access, you name it. Would you like to be on the first ship to Titan? Well, you can now.
Fascinating.
Of course, with privilege comes responsibility. You are expected to invest in future projects approved by the Council and to donate to the Ark of Legacy.
Not a problem. I'm very accountable.
That's what I like to hear. In fact, a man as composed as yourself could prove useful in other matters. We should discuss the precise nature of your business, but that's for later. Just a little further now. Well, here we are. Goodbye, Initiate. And, welcome to the big leagues.
Cloud Serpent. They say it belonged to Montezuma himself. It was lost for over 500 years, until Blake Nathaniel unsealed the Serpent's tomb. Extraordinary.
It's a flipping necklace. Anyway, the Washington twins found it first. The way I hear it, Sophia literally has the necklace in her hand when Nathaniel repels from the ceiling, triggers this ancient death trap, and, you know, murder and mayhem ensues.
But I thought those two were lovers.
On and off. Currently way off, which explains the added security.
I don't follow.
Think about it. Why the need for an alarm system? We're all filthy rich. Except...
I see. Blake thinks Sophia might try and steal back the necklace before it's sealed in the Ark of the Legacy.
Murder.
Good grief. Honor among thieves, huh?
I'll say.
And for real, this time?
According to its charter, the Ark Society collects priceless art and historical artifacts in case of a global disaster. And this year, world-famous treasure hunter Blake Nathaniel has donated an Aztec necklace called the Cloud Serpent to the Ark Society's growing collection. However, Blake fears that Sophia Washington, his former lover and rival, who has hunted the Cloud Serpent for years, will attempt to steal it for herself before it goes into storage. Could be just the bait we need.
I don't know what they see in that Aztec necklace, but they act like it's a crown jewel or something.
I'm not an art expert. Mr. Nathaniel tells costume things for architects only.
What's the worst that could happen if you let me go up with it? Do you even know who I am?
Sir, just take my word on this.
Security's all in place? Outstanding.
Damn that Blake. To bring the cloud serpent here, of all places. Sophia to try and steal it. Conniving.
I need help right now.
Yeah, it's like she's lost her taste.
Smooth, 47. The Sparrow's got nothing on you.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that is just... Ugh, the audacity of that woman.
Little bit of constructive criticism. You could use a mint.
Huh.
Good evening, Zoe.
Wow. How did the one guy not wearing a mask?
It's a gift. So, I hear Yeah, hi, how are you?
Building plans look quite impressive.
Tundra's no good. Hydroponics, maybe? Or small-scale geoengineering. Simon Devereaux, why was your mentor about that?
I'm just saying, if you're preparing for complete global collapse with a bunker in your backyard
God, I sure as shit could trip him down the stairs.
Sophia,
Blake?
I almost didn't recognize you without a knife in my back.
I messed up. I see that now. Can we talk?
This should be good. Follow me. You've got 1 minute.
I did wrong by you, Sophia. I see that now, and I want to make amends. Here, this is rightfully yours.
Well, well. Look who comes crawling back. Leave us. You know, we lost 3 men because of you. Wickus was crushed by a rolling boulder. Jaco fell into a pit trap, and Zoe and me, we only escaped the arrows by using one of the local guides as a human shield. Now, this is a nice gesture, but it doesn't even begin to make amends.
I know. May I?
Fine, but not too tight. You know, I thought about sending the boys after you. Grab the necklace and cut your throat ear to ear. You probably wonder why I didn't. The truth is, you beat us, Blake. I don't deny it. And I can't very well get even if you're dead. So, consider yourself warned. You know, old Montezuma thought this thing was bad luck. What a loser. Well? Don't just stand there. Put it on. Of course, I must be out of my mind. If this is your idea of a joke, you can shove it downtown. I'm warning you, Blake. Tonight is neutral ground, but the next time me and Zoe as much as spot you in the field, our guys will shoot you in the face. That
here's something, 47. According to this email thread, Sophia Washington has recruited one of the architects in a plan to discredit the Constant. Sounds promising. The poison chip in the Constant's neck was designed by a Kronstadt engineer, a Mr. Marek Sinclair, who also works for the Ark Society. Apparently, Sophia wants Sinclair to approach the Constant and offer to remove the chip. If the Constant takes the bait... 47. Olivia is trying to locate Mr. Sinclair's cell number. See if we can't contact him directly. Stand by.
I adore old castles like this.
There, we have Sinclair's number. Making the call now. Keep your eyes peeled, 47. Sophia can prove to the Providence partners that their top controller is not to be trusted.
I haven't mentioned it to the family yet.
Sounds promising.
I'm volunteering.
I suggest you head over to the conference
at the
space,
Hyperborean
see if you
Initiative.
can't locate Mr.
Apart from
Sinclair.
surviving the collapse, it would
I'm
be a chance
gonna have
for
to stop you
me
right
and
there.
Anna to get a fresh start, too.
They can't build that place fast enough, if you ask me. And they're gonna need a lot of people to keep that place going.
Right. Okay, listen, lady. You're wasting my time and yours, okay? Don't call this number again. Jeez. And they ask me why I'm not a people person.
Modern society being what it is.
Sophia!
My guess is that...
Is that him? Don't look. Isn't someone...
That's Sinclair, all right. And those are the blueprints for the poison chip. Should come in handy.
Nice evening.
I suppose. I
No
forgot to tell
robe,
you before.
no
A
mask.
few of the more prominent
Which
party
rank are
members
you?
were curious as to how
more of an
3 of
outside
the top
observer.
Hyperborean suites were already
Name's
occupied,
Sinclair.
considering how the
I'm
bid hasn't
chief
been
technical
opened yet.
designer at
In
Quonstat
fact,
Industries.
the same thing
The
appears to
name
have been the case
rings
with
a
the
bell.
core suites at the Stronghold facility. Who is getting first pick, Madam Chairwoman?
Ah, yes. Well, some questions are best left unanswered. Don't you agree? Carry on.
Here,
Ma'am?
I think it might interest you.
What's this?
I think you know. The chip in your neck is my design, which means I can override it for a price.
Most interesting. Meet me at the tower and be discreet. We can't be seen together.
Always am.
Sure. Our parents were afraid of the missiles. But I think we both know that if it happens, there'll be some other element at play. Something even we can't predict.
I would have said the same thing a few years ago, but look, honey, I don't care how much I think.
Sir, hello.
Good evening, sir. Please come in. Have a seat. It's lovely by the fireplace.
May I see those blueprints again, please? Interesting. All right, Mr. Sinclair. I'm listening.
Don't. In fact, forget all I said.
Excuse me?
This wasn't my idea. Sophia Washington. She's the one who told me to approach you. It's all a trap.
Go on.
I never asked why. I just went along because she's the boss.
And you're telling me this now? Why?
Let's just say I don't like to get my hands dirty.
I see. Thank you for your candor, Mr. Sinclair. You have been most helpful. Hang on for a moment. Sophia, I need to see you at the tower. I'm sure you are, and no, it can't. I am sorry you got dragged into this. Sophia is spectacularly ambitious. Unfortunately, like most people of her ilk, she lacks humility and a sense of station.
And who are you, exactly?
A humble advisor. Nothing more.
Power without responsibility. Nothing humble about that.
You have my interest, Mr. Sinclair. I think we'll speak again.
All right, I'm here. Are you gonna tell me what's so damn important?
Ah, Sophia. I believe you know Mr. Sinclair.
We've met. What of it?
I don't blame you for trying, Sophia. Just for failing. Upstairs. Now.
You made a big mistake, Sinclair. This won't be going away.
Excuse me, sir. This place is off limits, even to you.
you and Zoe to the partners. Against my mentor's wishes, because I saw something in you. And this is how you repay me? You think because the partners noticed you that you have their trust? Their confidence? I have served them for decades, and you don't even know their names.
And yet, you're the one with a poison chip in your neck, and I'm the one holding the trigger.
You? They gave it to you.
Ouch. That's gotta sting. I mean, the Constant is like the voice of God, right? Only he speaks for the partners. Surely they wouldn't dream of undermining his authority. Only the partners are old school, aren't they? They recognize class, pedigree, birds of a feather, and all that. And you reek of middle class. You carry the stink of public transportation. And while you have spent decades climbing the corporate ladder, me and Zoe, we've got ourselves a private elevator and it goes straight to the top.
Don't fool yourself, Sophia. They may use you to punish me, but you're a tool, nothing more. And this pathetic ruse only shows me how much you have yet to learn.
I've said my piece. We're done here, boss. Zoe? Yeah, it's me. Listen, I screwed up. The Sinclair scheme, it blew up in my face, and the Constant, he knows. He hasn't told the partners. Not yet anyway, but I sorta lost my shit and waved the kill switch in front of his face, so who knows what he's capable of. This is starting to look like a shoot first and ask forgiveness later scenario. I don't know why. Who knows what that man is thinking? I say, we flick the switch and blame the terrorists. No, hear me out, sis. They somehow infiltrated the island, had the Constant at gunpoint. You and me, we got there at the last moment. We had no choice. The Constant was compromised. It was the only way to protect the partners. It's what he would have wanted. Of course, it's risky, but so is not doing anything. We'll owe him. Fine. You're right. Too many variables. We'll bide our time. For now. Thanks, sis.
God. Okay.
Sophia the schemer. What's she up to this time?
You know that Kronstadt designer in charge of the brain upload program?
Block.
Sure. What did he do?
I don't know. But she seemed real interested in this invention of his. Something called a kill switch.
Kill switch?
The council's still in session?
No,
Well,
they've
whatever
called a
it is she's
recess.
plotting, he did
Sophia
not
Washington
want to be
wants
part
them to
of it.
pass some kind of
But
motion, but one of the council members is fighting her tooth and nail.
Huh. Wouldn't happen to be
Poor
Jebediah Block, the coal baron, would it?
How do you know?
Well, I happen to know he's on the council. He's one of the original 5, you know, the first people to fund the Ark Society back in '91. Plus, I just walked in on Sophia Washington screaming Block's name while beating up a pillow cushion. Oh, she was properly pissed.
Jeez, must mean a lot to her. What's it about?
What am I, paparazzi? I just work for these assholes. Same as you.
Well, keep me posted, in case teeth start flying.
Can do.
No social structures. It will be
Sophia Washington has called a council meeting between the original 5 members of the Ark Society. Sophia hopes to pass some sort of motion, but she faces stark opposition from ultra-conservative coal baron Jebediah Block. I suggest you find Mr. Block while the council is still in recess, 47. I suspect the headstrong Sophia will not take kindly to dissidents and troublemakers.
Mr. Block. Good night.
I need to... Frank. The council has been usurped by latte-sipping tree hunters. This vote can't possibly be binding.
Of course not. We're a secret society. It's not like we can take our disagreements.
But what?
Provided that the others agree, the chairwoman does have the power to throw you off the council for obstruction. All rights and privileges removed.
Expel me? That 2-bit treasure hunter, Sophia Washington, has the power to expel me? Jebediah Block?
Technically.
Okay. I need an edge, and I need it fast.
Well, why don't you call that fixer of yours Yates? He's gotten you out of a jam before.
Oh, I will. This ain't over. Yeah, I don't feel so good. Oh, shit.
So, brain uploads, huh? Living forever as a string of code.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not in a million years.
Fallout, nuclear winter, it all just feels sort of quaint. You want a bomb? Do a little research into pandemics. Some of the vulnerabilities.
Miss Washington.
I forgot to ask. What are the most frequently asked questions about the Hyperborean Initiative?
Some of those surveyed...
Miss Washington, after due consideration, I have revised my position. I would like to support your motion.
Well, well, look at you, Block. Finding your good sense and manners. Come along, then. I'll call a vote at once. I knew you'd come around. You're stubborn, Block, but you're not a schmuck. You know I'm right. The analysts at my father's think tank have been grinding the data for months, and they are rarely wrong. The Karuna Agreement, climate litigation. We estimate that fossil fuel companies like yours have a decade, at best, before you're all resigned to the junkyard of history. And what kind of secret society would we be if we didn't keep each other in power?
What indeed?
I knew we could talk sense. Just vote in favor of my motion, and I promise you, Block, you'll power the world for decades to come. Who cares how, as long as you're the one getting paid?
Ain't that the truth?
Friends and founders, the recess is over. Let's return to the council room and proceed with the vote. Let's reiterate. For decades, you, the titans of the energy industry, have conspired to obscure the truth about climate change through lobbying, misinformation, and propaganda. This strategy has been incredibly successful, but all good things must come to an end. It is time for you to adapt or die, ladies and gentlemen. This is why our analysts have devised a 10-year transition plan to keep you in power. Play this right, and you will not only thrive, but this time, you will be the good guys. In other words, you have nothing to lose. So, everyone in favor, say aye.
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 Yay or nay, Block? Silence is consent.
Nay.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Nay.
Oh, for the love of...
Idiot.
Son of a...
Blocked. You stupid.
That's 4 ayes and 1 nay. Jebediah Block vetoes the motion. This council is adjourned until further notice. Block. A word? Upstairs. Right away, please. So, are you gonna tell me what the hell you're playing at?
Just looking out for number 1.
Don't be an idiot. There's no future in coal, Block. You have one choice. Go green or go extinct. Now, personally, I don't give a shit if you go the way of the dodo, but you are one of the Ark Society's biggest contributors. We'd hate to lose your business. Besides, if terrestrial coal goes under, who will pay for your children's survival? Your grandkids. After all, nobody says disaster will strike in our lifetime. You have a moral duty to stay rich, Block.
Nice try. But I don't have grandchildren.
You just had to make this difficult, didn't you? Here's the deal, Block. My family and I, we serve a group of powerful individuals who prefer to stay anonymous. Letting the climate go to hell in a handbasket has served their interests well, but only up to a point. You see, they are sitting on some patents that'll knock your socks off. Weather control systems, recycling pollution as fuel, cold fusion, you name it. And they plan to make trillions protecting the world from the very threat they worked so hard to create. But to do so, They need you guys to quite literally stop fighting windmills.
Huh. The truth at last. And what's in it for Jebediah Block?
Gentlemen, please give me and Mr. Block a moment. I offered you a carrot. Now, here's the stick. We know about Montana, Block. The mine collapse in 2015. It would be a shame if the American public got wind of your somewhat creative approach to safety regulations. Your popularity ratings are just south of John Wilkes Booth as it is.
I see.
One target down. Nice work, 47. Next up, Zoe Washington.
A remote trigger. Must be a kill switch.
I bet this would make the Constant come quietly. But first things first, 47. Focus on the target.
Our parents were afraid of the missiles. But I think we both know that if it happens, there'll be some other element.
Don't forget to enjoy yourself a little.
I would have said the same thing. I'm just saying, if you're preparing for complete global collapse with a bunker in your backyard and sometimes I can't tell who's trying to talk to you, depending on my audience. The council. You know what it's about?
Climate change. Sophia Washington is trying to persuade Janus's original five to embrace the Green Revolution.
Right. Evening, sir.
There we are, Mr. Janus. Don't you look handsome? Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you died only yesterday. With a final touch of makeup, your burial mask, and ceremonial dagger, oh, why, you'll look like a king of old. My unique polymer treatment will preserve your body for millennia. Longer even than the pharaohs. Which reminds me, they should have brought the dagger down by now. Wonder what's keeping them. We can't very well display you before your fellows without your prize dagger, now can we? Miss Washington, I forget which one. She tells me it belonged to Tsar Nicholas and that it might have been used to stab Rasputin. Oh, you must be very important to be laid to rest with such a valuable artifact, Mr. Janus. I wish I had known you in life. I believe we would have had such interesting conversations. I truly do. Oh, well. Life is transitory, but death is forever. So we might as well look our best for the final journey. Don't you agree? Maybe a touch more rouge.
Zoe Washington will host Janus's wake. But now it seems an antique ceremonial dagger, which Janus is supposed to wear during the service, has gone missing from storage. I suggest you locate the disputed dagger, 47. This wake could be a chance to catch the target unaware.
You make one mistake and they turn to dust in your hands.
It's a joke. How can we work without inspection gloves? I've told management so many times. These guys are so sloppy. We need a more reliable supplier.
Let me see if I got this. The Ark Society, and they employ an R&D team of scientists and engineers who develop all these crazy projects.
Yep. Architects. Architects. Get it? Bet they stayed up all night for that one.
Right. So, ARC members, they're the VIP investors, while ARC patrons are the lowest tier. Clients, basically, who buy ARC Society products but have no influence.
That's right.
So, well, who's on the council then? The guys in the tower?
Yes, we call them the original
They know I
five.
have sensitive ears. I'd be surprised if I came up with those.
Don't mind me, sir.
Beautiful decay. Some finding, I suppose.
What? Not another one. This is a disgrace, really.
Oh God, this isn't happening. Really? Quick, count to 10. 1. Oh, fuck it.
This will be hit in contact.
all set. Cue the music.
That's odd. Who gave the signal? No one. Everything seems to be in order. Suppose we move ahead.
Thank you for coming, everyone. The service shall begin in a moment.
Thank you all for coming. As Janus' successor, it falls upon me to say a few words. I'll keep it brief, for there is little I can say that does the man justice. Janus was our founder, and like all true visionaries, he was far ahead of the curve. While we, the privileged class, were blissfully toasting the end of history, Janus saw the writing on the wall. As a veteran of the Cold War, Janus knew better than anyone that when true disaster strikes, the rich are as damned as everyone else, unless we work together. Janus never got to see the collapse, but died peacefully in his sleep. And yet, what he started in 1991 will one day be hailed as the dawn of a new age. One where the best among us can thrive, uninhibited. This is Janus' legacy. Long live his memory. And now, you are welcome to pay the founder your last respects.
So long, old man. You had a better run than most. Most successful spy in modern history. Oh, and that whole Jasper Knight incident was just... brilliant. Anyway, enjoy your rest. You've earned it.
Wow, so fierce-looking even in death. That mortician is a genius. I totally believe that you once wrestled a brown bear to a tie. Anyway, Godspeed, Mr. Janus. Sorry I never knew you.
Goodbye, Janus. We won't forget you. Odd how you helped shape the 20th century, and yet nobody knows your name.
Das Vidania, old boy. You were always the best of us. I still can't believe I never got to beat you at chess.
So long, my dear. I can't believe you're gone. Last of the greats. I'll make sure those naive fools who've replaced you won't mess things up too bad. Don't you worry.
Goodbye, old friend. And thank you for everything. Rest assured, I will finish what you started.
So, here we are. You didn't want me and Sophia taking over, fought us tooth and nail, but a fat lot of good it did you. The partners, they turned a deaf ear, and deep down, Janus, you know why. Because, for all your smarts, you're just rank and file. Pedestrian middle-class blah. And we have the one thing merit can't buy. Blue blood. That's right. Good old-fashioned pedigree. That is why Sophia and me will one day be partners of Providence, and you'll spend eternity as a wax figure. So long, mastermind.
Both targets down. Impressive work, 47. And now, to confront the Constant. Mr. Gray, what's your status?
I'm at the helicopter. The place is crawling with security. 47, you better bring the Constant to one of the boats in the harbor where it's quiet. You can use the kill switch to coerce him.
I feel his presence even stronger now. Because all of this is his energy. What a horrible tragedy.
Fine, but fallout, nuclear winter, it all just feels sort of quaint. You want a bomb, do a little research into pandemics. Some optimal...
Mikhail, fill me in. So, the transcripts are real. Janus really did call the estate in Romania? Could the signal have been faked, or the dates altered? Don't underestimate Lucas Gray. That's a mistake we're not making again. If he wanted Janus dead, he is fully capable of tricking ICA to do his dirty work. Don't forget he's done it before. The real question is why? If Gray somehow knew about Janus, he would use him to get to me, not have him killed. Yeah, that bothers me as well. Let's say Gray was just a figurehead and that Janus really was the true head of the militia. How did he make Cassidy turn traitor so fast? The man was loyal to a fault, and yet Burnwood insisted that Janus and Cassidy worked together. The only explanation would be if ICA knew that Cassidy could contradict their version of the story. But this makes no sense. What reason would they have to go after Janus? ICA is neutral. I need to think. Thank you. Sgail.
The Washingtons are dead. I have the kill switch.
What did you say? How could you know about that?
You will head towards the harbor. No sudden moves, no signs or warnings. I will trigger the device if I need to.
I know you. The boy in the picture. You have his eyes. You're Burnwood's assassin.
Move.
Partners no more, I take it. I had a notion something didn't sit right with my mentor's betrayal. You murdered him, I take it, to get to me.
Not just that. He had it coming.
Interesting. It was my impression that you were cured of such sentiment. The good doctor built his serum specifically to target the seats of your emotions. Has Miss Burnwood's sense of justice rubbed off on you? I wonder.
Just keep walking.
Being what it is, my guess is that any impending collapse will go hand in hand with the banks going.
Hey there!
I'll be at the harbor
sorry.
then.
I thought you were someone
Why
else.
We stopped. Did you change your mind?
What was that? Yeah, what about that Mayan stone we were huh? I think we did the world a favor.
Get on the boat.